Okay, in this segment I'll give a couple of examples of how you can search for a particular word or phrase in just the talks by a particular speaker or group of speakers. So let's say that I want to look for the words meek or meekness, meekly, in just the talks by Neal A. Maxwell. So I could come in, I could create a list of the talks by Elder Maxwell. So I select his name, and now I've just created a list of his talks, 54 talks, about 108,000 words. And I want to make sure I refresh this after I do that so that his name appears. Now, if I were to search the entire corpus, or the entire all of the talks from General Conference, and if I were to search for meek, I'd see that it occurs about 1,100 times. And if I click on any of these words, notice that I'm getting entries from all these different speakers. But if I want them just from Elder Maxwell, I'd click on Maxwell. And now, when I click, for example, on meek, I'm getting just the talks by Elder Maxwell, where he mentions that. Another way to visualize this, rather than list, which just gives me a list of the words that match the string that I've looked for here, I can also click on KWIC, which means keyword in context. Again, I want to make sure that I have Elder Maxwell selected. And now, after choosing keyword in context, it just formats things a little bit differently, and some people find that view a little more useful. And you could come in and you could, for example, sort by the words to the left or to the right or whatever of the words you're looking for. Okay, let me give you one other quick example of this. Let's say that we want to find all of the times that priesthood is mentioned in one of the talks in General Conference by one of the women auxiliary leaders. So we could quickly come in and create a list of all of the talks by the women auxiliary leaders, and I'll call this women. And it says there's 200 talks, about 350,000 words. Again, I want to refresh the list so that women appears there. And now when I search, for example, for priesthood, okay, I can click here and notice that all of the talks that are listed are by women. And again, the other view, the keyword in context, we can do that. But again, if you want just the talks by women, make sure that's selected. And now we can see how the word priesthood has been used in just the talks by women.